okay? Now, the implant that we're going to place, you'll see we've selected for teacher is 4.2 by 13 millimeters. Here's my report. It's telling me that, right? It's red. Why is it red? Because it's the 4.2 millimeter diameter from Paltop, okay? The drill length is going to be for the 24 millimeter length drill. It's going to be the purple drill that we're going to go ahead and utilize. The offset when it comes to deliver the implant is going to be 11 millimeters. So that's the line I'm going to go ahead and use. So those are the things that I need to know. What's the implant size, right? What's the length of drilling I'm going to do? And for implant delivery, what's that portion going to be? Now I want to point something out to you. When I look at the CT cross-sectional images and I can measure the density of bone, we'll see that my density is around 250 or so or less. Not very dense bone. So what does that mean to me? It means that, well, I may not immediately provisionalize this patient unless I can get really good stability. But because you're all sitting here, you've all been very nice to come this afternoon, we're going to place the implant, okay? We're going to create the provisional so you can see the workflow. If I don't think I have adequate stability, and we're going to test that, okay? We're going to test that, then we'll have the provisional made, but we're not going to send teacher home with the provisional. But again, live TV, live dentistry, so we have to go ahead and do things as it is. The implant motor that we're going to use is from a Septico. I really like it. It's really simple and easy to use. It's not overly complex. It's kind of like a workhorse of an engine, right? Pre-programmed numbers in it, and it'll just, by the press of a button, it'll flip for me from my drilling speeds. I like to use about 800 rotations per minute to my implant insertion speeds that we're going to do about 15 rotations per minute. So workhorse of a motor, not very expensive as implant motors go, very simple and easy to go ahead and utilize. And then we're going to go and we're going to use something called the Penguin, right? What's the Penguin? Well, I talked before about ISQ values, right? Or values of implant mobility or stability within the bone. So what does that mean? The way that this works is an original device called Ostel. Penguin is basically the same thing as Ostel. You screw a pin or a rod into the implant, and there's a magnet on top. This device will then bounce a sound wave off the magnet and will measure the amount of time it comes for that sound wave to come back. So imagine I had a ball in my hand, and I threw it against the wall, right? And the ball's going to bounce back to me. Now imagine I did the same thing, but I put a mattress against the wall, right? Something soft. When I throw the ball against that mattress, even if I throw it hard, right? It's going to kind of come back, with kind of dull. It's not going to come back fast, right? Because it wasn't something that was strong. Well, that's how this works. It measures how stable the implant is inside the patient's mouth. By doing what? By going ahead and bouncing a sound wave and measuring off the magnet. It gives us a number, and then based upon that number, we make an assessment of stability, and do we want to immediately provisionalize the implant? Or, when it comes time to utilize the implants, 3, 4, 6, 9 months later, we test the implant again and look for the trend. Is the number going up or is the number going down? Do I have a problem with my implant, or is it safe to load the implant, or do I want to wait any longer?